Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss regarding earthen dams, types of earthen dams, failure types, causes and its remedial measures. Earthen dams and levees are the most ancient types of dams because the material required for to construct these types of dams is natural material, and that natural material requires very less processing. In the ancient times, the cost of carrying and laying of material was too high due to unavailability of modern earth moving equipments. But in the modern times, the cost of carrying and the cost of laying is considerably reduced due to this availability of modern earth moving equipments. On the other hand, the cost of gravity dam is increased so high because of the cost of raw material like cement and concrete. Now we'll see the basic components of an earthen dam. So first one is foundation, core membrane, shell, transition filter, internal drain and toe drain. This is the typical section of the earthen dam. So left hand side is we are seeing as this is the upstream side, and on the right hand side this is the downstream phase. Okay, on the right hand side, on the upstream side, we are normally storing the water. Okay, the central part is called as central core or membrane. This is normally impervious, so that water will not seep from this side, upstream side to downstream side. Okay, and on the downstream side, at the bottom of the downstream side, we are providing here toe and toe drain. Here normally we are arresting the soil particles. So soil particles, when water is seeps from this side, normally it will take the soil particles from the dam. So to avoid to move that soil particles, we are providing here filter. Okay, so that the soil particles will not move. Now we'll see the types of earthen dam. So first one is homogeneous embankment type. Normally earthen dams is also called as embankment. Second one is zoned embankment type. Third one is diaphragm type and embankment type. Okay, now what is the basic differences between these types of earthen dam? So homogeneous means the name itself indicating that if we are using same material to construct whole dam, then it is called as homogeneous embankment type dam. This is the simplest type of the earthen dam. In the second case, if unavailability of same material, we are constructing the earthen dam in zoned. Okay, the central zone is called as central core, means this, that part is normally impervious. Okay, so normally water will not seep through that part. Okay, and third one is diaphragm type dam. This is also a central part is also in this case impervious, but the height of that central core is normally less than 10 meters, means at elevation of the dam, the height of that diaphragm is less than 10 meter. So this is the zone type of embankment type, and here we are providing impervious core. In the third case, here this is the diaphragm type, and this is also impervious, but the height of this diaphragm is less than 10 meter. Now we'll see the causes and reasons of failure. So first one is faulty design, means if you are providing improper capacity of spillways are normally provided to release the excess water or flood water. If you are not properly calculated the capacity of that spillway, then there is a possibility of failure of the dam. So we have to take care of that things. Then second one is improper construction, means if you are not following the proper codes of construction during the construction of the dam, then there is a possibility of the failure of the dam. Then poor maintenance and practices. So if we should provide the periodical maintenance so that we can increase the life of the dam. We have to provide the proper maintenance in advance. Okay, now we'll see the types of the failure. First one is hydraulic failures, uh, then second is seepage failures, third one is structural failures. Now we'll see the one by one type, hydraulic failure and seepage failure, and then third one is structure failure. Okay, so first type is hydraulic failure. In that subtypes are also there. So erosion of upstream phase, erosion of downstream phase due to overtopping, due to frost action and due to formation of gullies. Out of 10, 4 dams are failed due to hydraulic failures. In that first one, this is the example of erosion of upstream phase. This is the example of erosion of upstream, and this is normally happens due to the water waves produced on the upstream phase due to the wind action. Okay, Then erosion of downstream phase. Erosion of downstream phase. Normally this is happened due to the cross currents produced due to the spillway buckets. Due to the high speed of water, these cross currents are produced, and due to that erosion is possible. Now third one is due to overtopping. Yeah, overtopping is normally happen due to improper capacity, means improper spillway capacity. While designing, we would have not designed it properly, means we would have not calculated proper flood capacity. That's why this is possible, and to avoid this kind of overtopping, we have to provide excess freeboard. Due to frost action, in low temperature zones, the upper portion of the dam may be subjected to frost and haze, and cracks may form in the soil. These cracks will cause seepage through them, and uh, through cause failure. So in such zones, additional freeboard should be provided, which is generally 1.5 meter access to the normally provided freeboard. Erosion of downstream phase due to the gullies. This is normally due to the heavy rains occurred on the downstream phase, and due to that gullies are formed. And to avoid these gullies, we are providing bumps. Bumps means normally we are providing on the inclined phase some horizontal uh, flat space is provided, or flat portion is created to avoid the uh, steep slopes, or to avoid the gullies. This is called as bumps. So these are the gullies, and to avoid these gullies we are providing bumps. Bumps means we are providing flat surface on the steep slopes. Now second is seepage failure of the second type of the failure is seepage failure of the earthen dam. The seepage is normally a casual, but if it is in the controllable, okay. Normally in the earthen dam, seepage is a common thing, but it should be limited or in controllable. If it is uncontrollable or concentrated seepage, then there occurs problems such as piping or slogging. First of all, piping means what? Piping means subsequent removal of soil particles, or progressive removal of progressive erosion. Okay, and due to that, pipe shaped cavities are formed in the dam, and through that water will be continuously flows. Now piping may be possible in the foundation, and piping may be possible in the dam body. So this is the piping in the foundation. You are seeing here continuous water is flowing, and pipe shaped cavity is formed in the foundation. This happens due to the continuous removal of soil particles along with the water. Okay, and that's why this piping is formed. And to avoid that, we are providing here drainage filters in that, so that we are arresting the soil particles at the downstream side. Only water we are allowing to pass. Now piping through the dam body. Dam body means again same thing, but it is only in the dam body. Okay, slogging means removal of complete earth material on the sloping side, or on the sloping face. Complete removal of material. Due to this piping, continuous material, that material will be saturated, and due to that heavy part of the material will be removed or slide from the face. Third type is structural failure of earthen dams. Structural failure of the earth fill dams. In that, two possibilities are there: sliding of foundation and sliding of embankment. Normally, sliding of foundation is occurs due to the clay particles and fine silt particles. Due to that, the shear strength of the soil is reduced, and due to this, sliding of foundation is possible. Now sliding of embankment. Sliding of embankment is happened due to the too uh, too steep slope, means slope is too steep. That's why the sliding is possible, and due to that slogging is happened. Now we'll see the remedial measures of the causes and remedial measures of the earthen dam. By overtopping, means if overtopping is happened, then remedial measure will be the design of capacity of spillway accurately, means we have to design the spillway capacity properly. Then second one is provide sufficient freeboard. Then second is wave erosion. For to avoid the wave erosion, we have to provide the stone pitching. Stone pitching means riprap. Riprap is nothing but stone pitching to avoid the erosion of downstream face or upstream face. Next one is downstream toe erosion. For that we are providing thick riprap or rock toe on the downstream face. Then next one is gullying. Protect downstream face by turfing. Turfing means providing grass on the face of the, means downstream face or upstream face of the. Normally it is provided on the downstream face. Turfing means grass, providing grass. Then provide bumps at the suitable height. Bumps means flat surface or flat surface providing on the sloping side, so sloping face. Then next one is frost action. Provide extra freeboard so that we can avoid it. Seepage failure, in that piping, providing COT technique and impervious hurting in the dam. Hurting means we are providing impervious core. Slogging of downstream toe, providing rock toe at the downstream toe. Then structural failure, upstream and downstream face failure. Care should be taken that excessive pore pressure should not be formed during the construction of the dam. So to avoid structural failure, we have to provide we should avoid the excessive pore pressure. Okay, thank you for the watching this video.